to Bead and Chat, where the beads are pretty, conversations witty. Welcome to Bead and Chat, where we create and inspire and talk about whatever. Hit Katt Williams Internet. Likes are free, sharing is caring. Comments, questions, bring them on. Subscribers, I love you all. Welcome to Bead and Chat.
Welcome. It's your girl, Rosalind, Chief Cook and Bottle Washer, Pond's Edge Designs. Welcome to a new episode of Beat and Chat. And as the song says, likes are free, sharing is caring. Subscribers are always welcome and appreciated. So, tonight, first in line. Hey, V, how you doing? Please, everyone, visit VS Speaks Royally. She's a lot of fun. Her channel's a hoot. And all things royal family related, especially Harry and Meghan. We are, as she calls it, Sussex positive. So please, everyone, check out her channel. It is not Saturday without the Sussexes. That's what I always say. So, and V, you had a good live today. I caught the replay. That man driving with a suspended license is probably the funniest thing to hit the internet this week. I I saw it earlier this week and I fell out, and the man didn't even think twice. He's okay, yeah, I'm going to my doctor's office. Oh my god. Yeah. He really thought he was just gonna like pay a little fine or something. Um and then, and that Judge Simpson, he has dealt with a lot of crazy cases. He's dealt with a lot of sovereign citizen people that try and do that weird sovereign citizen stuff to to yes, to to try and get out of stuff. Yeah, he's Judge Simpson's getting pretty popular. Um And yeah, his reactions are golden, man. Oh my goodness, but yeah, that was probably the funniest thing this week. And it's somebody actually did a painting of the guy. I think you post it today? Someone actually did a painting of the guy of the guy driving. It was hysterical. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's definitely getting his 15 minutes of fame. Um so and just as a heads up, my mom is arguing with her aide right now. So so you might hear some fussing and cussing in the background. That is them. And I am staying out of it. So I'm gonna let the professional do her thing. So anyhow, tonight, while we talk about Cat Williams' internet, because it is no longer Beyonce's internet. I'm sorry, Bay. I know the Beehive or the Bayhive um is thinks they are large and in charge, but honestly, it is Cat Williams' internet this year. So anyhow, as we discuss what's going on, we're gonna work on some stuff that was left from last time. I posted in my community page. I was trying to decide what to put as the focal point for this comb. It was a toss up between this. It was an earring. I took off the clip, or where to go? Oh, or this cute little I think this is also an earring. And we ended well, actually, Inspire, the lovely Inspire from St. James's channel. Please check out his channel as well. She voiced her preference, or his. I mean, it might be a guy. I don't know. Um, and voiced a preference for the pearl earring. So I'm going to attach it and finish up this particular comb. And what I did, I already started putting it together. I'm using a 22 gauge wire, and I put some pearls on, and I'm going to slide this through. Now, the back of the earring, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I took off the clip part, and there's some very convenient holes right here. So I can put the wire right through, and that's what I'm going to do. And I put some pearls on the side. Oops. So this is what we have so far. I'm going to wrap the wire to attach it. And the nice thing about it, it has a little give. So when you put it in your hair, you can still flip the earring up a little bit so it can sit on top of your hair without getting caught in it. So now that I have it pretty much where I want it, it's pretty much in the middle of the comb. I'm going to, come on, don't start with me. I'm going to wrap the wire around the bottom and then up. And I'm just going to make an adjustment. And I'm going to wrap it again. Let me just make sure this thing actually sits on. Okay. This is an older earring. I was taking a look at it. Time. And, oops, just, thank goodness. There we go. So this is how we have so far. And I'm going to put some pearls on the other side. And I have them lined up already. So I'm going to do a big one. Well, not that big. And then the small pearls on the rest of it. And the thing is, I ran out of these combs. I was trying to get some more, and it would take 2 to 3 weeks for them to show up. I'm like, damn, that's okay. um, so I got some other combs that came today. So I'm gonna open those up later, and we can look at those. Why are you giving me a hard time? Okay. Well, the beauty of it is I can always adjust. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wrap it right at the end of the comb. Whoop, come here. And worst comes to worst, I can just adjust it. I just want to kind of get the pearls on. And then if I need to, cut a different piece of wire and restring or adjust it somehow, that's no problem. So let me just get this in. I guess I should use my pliers. I get used to doing things with my hands so much that I don't even bother with my tools, and I really should get used to using my tools more often. All right. So okay. So next up on the crazy week list is our girl Tiff. Tahoe Tiff. Tiffany Tahoe. Proper name Tiffany Henyard. The mayor of Dalton, Illinois, supervisor of Thornton Township, almost had tomatoes thrown at her this week. She The township budget was due to be voted on. Friday was the deadline, and so it hadn't. There was like no choice. It had to be voted on by May 31st. So the original meeting was supposed to be last Monday, and she came up, and I mean, people were lined up. Folks were going live. Everybody was waiting. Yeah, I am gonna have to adjust this later, but that's okay. Um, so this is what we have so far. So, in honor of the lovely Inspire, I'm going to call this the Inspire comb. And as soon as I finalize it, it will be in the shop. The comb itself is about I want to say 3 inches. Yeah, it's about 3 inches long. So I'm going to set this over here. So the original meeting was supposed to be Tuesday. So everyone's there, everyone's lined up, everyone's ready to go, and then she comes out and says, "Oh, we don't have a quorum. Sorry. Come back Friday at 1 o'clock." Which of course made it kind of made no sense. Friday at 1 o'clock when everybody's supposed to be at work. Um, so the first thing everybody thought was which trustee did she pay off or order not to show up. So while that speculation is going on, the rumor is that the township has asked for more time to answer the subpoena that was filed by the FBI. Um, they're claiming that they need more time to present the documents. Of course, the rumor is that she has had the documents destroyed and they're making up fake documents to turn it in. Whether that's true or not, don't know. It's alleged. Don't know. It's a rumor. Nothing is confirmed, but I wouldn't be surprised. So we shall see. And then on top of all of that, a local news station is suing the town of Dalton for the financial records that they did a FOIA request on and never got a response. They are now taking the town of Dalton to court to get those records that they requested. Um so yeah, she's getting hit with another lawsuit on top of the other 20 that she's been hit with. And technically the town has no lawyer. So yeah, it's getting crazy in Dalton. And as I mentioned, I'm kind of holding off because everybody's talking about this woman. Everybody's talking about Dalton and what's going on. So I'm stepping back from that and I'm not doing anything on Tiffany. I mean, I'll mention it here, obviously. And of course, if she gets hauled off to jail, I will post it in my community page. Um, Now, with this one, I'm not 100% happy. Um, the blue and the black go together, but I'm not thrilled with this particular comb. Um, so I might switch it and do an earring somehow. Um, I'm not sure yet, but I'm not 100% happy with this comb. So I'm gonna set this aside. Let's see. And again, you guys are watching Beat and Chat. I am your girl. Welcome, welcome. Likes are free, sharing is caring. If you're catching it on the replay, I appreciate a like there too. Comments are always welcome. So, hit me up with the comments. Um, so the next project I'm going to work on tonight, this lovely peacock. We were trying to wire wrap it a couple weeks ago and couldn't quite get it to go. Well, I did a little research. I looked up some wire wrapping tutorials, and I found one for a round. This is actually a cabochon, so it's a round cabochon, and I found a tutorial for it. So I'm going to attempt to follow the tutorial. If I remember what they did. So basically, what I had to do, I have cut 3 pieces of 20 gauge wire. This is the thicker wire. So I've cut 3 pieces of this, 2 pieces. Oops, come here. 2 pieces of 22 gauge wire, which is the thinner wire, and this is going to use to um, wrap the sides and attach the sides of the holder for the cabochon. And then what I did, and this is optional, I cut a piece of 20 gauge soft wire. It's called soft wire because you can actually twist it. So what I normally do, hold on, I'm gonna get the tools in the camera in a second. Okay. So this particular tool you use to hold the wire still on one end. This tool, and God help me, I can't remember the name of it, holds the other end, and this is what you're going to turn to make the wire twist. Now, the last time I did this was a couple of years ago, and what I did was roll the wire on my lap, and that's how I got it to twist. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and just turn it without using my lap because I can't move the camera. But just so you can get an idea of how this tool works, I'm just turning it, and you see how the wire is starting to twist and it has a little spiral to it. This makes it more decorative, and that's basically how it's done. Now I'm going to very quickly use my lap so I can finish the twist. Oh, okay. 2, 3, and you can make the twist as thin or as loose as you want. And this is pretty much what I want. So I'm going to release the wire. Put this back. It looks like scissors, but it's not. It's actually not a blade. It's a grip in the middle. Hold on. And it doesn't open like a pair of scissors either. You have to kind of lift it. But I don't know if you guys can see, but it's actually a grip. And this is what grips the wire. Okay. That away. And then I'm going to release the wire from this tool. And I will look up the name because now it's driving me crazy that I can't remember it. And as you can see, the wire has a lovely little spiral in it. So, okay, I'm going to put this away. Okay, so I'm going to put these two to the side for a moment. I'm going to line these up. Now, ideally, these should all be the exact same length. They're not, because you know me, I kind of cut. I don't always measure properly. I eyeball it, but this time I did measure. I did measure one of the pieces, and then I just matched the rest of the wires to it, and it's approximately 8 inches each. Okay, I'm using my nylon pliers just to straighten out the wire. I know it's going to get bent anyway, but it's nice to start out with it straight. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So while I line up these wires, um, Come on. Oh yeah, we do have to mention number 45 was found guilty on all 34 counts here in New York. Of course, it would be New York to do it. Um, I think Georgia is going to be next, though. I really think he's going to be found guilty in Georgia. But yeah, New York, man, we don't play. And honestly, we're fed up with him. I, and I'm sure the jury was fair because, despite our reputation, we are fair. We do sit and we do listen to evidence. Ow, I just stepped on something and I don't know what I stepped on, but it hurt. Ouch. Sorry, folks. I still have the neuropathy in my foot. What did I step on? Oh, that. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Um, so yeah, he was found guilty on all 34 counts. Not really surprised. And I mean, his supporters are having fits. My thing is, he had it coming. Um, he, yeah. On top of that, exactly his his lawyers. Yeah, you're absolutely right, V. They they helped picked it. He really can't. He got nothing to complain about. Um, so New Yorkers really don't have any love for Trump or his daddy, because back in the day, he and his daddy discriminated against people in their apartment complexes. If you were black, they did not rent to you. And he and his father got caught. They were investigated and they got hit with hefty fines and stuff like that for discriminating. Um, and then on top of that, you have the Central Park Five, where he took out a full page ad in, I think it was the Daily News. Yeah, it was the Daily News. Um, Calling for them to get the death penalty, and then of course it turns out they never did anything wrong, so um, they are now part of. Yeah, I know those jurors better lay low. Don't. Oops. They better lay low. Yes, that's true. That's where it all started. Um, and the $25 million fraud case. Yes, that too. And there was that case where he had a building. I don't know if it's still under his control. In Columbus Circle. He was building that. Did not pay the subcontractors. Basically said, "You guys are illegal. If you think you're going to get paid, sue me." They sued him, even though they were not. Some of them were illegal residents. They sued him anyway, and they won. So he ended up having to pay them anyhow. I'm just trying to get this situated. Okay. Um. So yeah, he that particular weddings and work on homes. Yeah. Um. These particular guys. Yeah, I think it was the Columbus Circle building, and they sued him and they won. I would hope that they ended up getting paid, but he didn't expect them to sue him, and they did. Um. And then Atlantic City. Let us not forget Atlantic City. Went down there and opened up what, 4 hotels, 3 casinos, and then decided to file bankruptcy and effed up Atlantic City for years. All those people out of work. The buildings were empty for I don't know how long. I think all of the buildings are now I think they are all new hotels now. And luckily, Atlantic City, they still have the beach. They don't have money to sue as long as he will drag it out. Yeah, that particular case, I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure he appealed it, but the last I read, he ended up having he was ordered to pay. Whether he ended up paying or not, I don't know. Um, so and then Atlantic City was effed up for years. Um, it's coming back because Atlantic City always had, they have the beach, they have the boardwalk, which was there long before Trump. The OGs in Las Vegas wanted nothing to do with him and wouldn't allow him to own in Las Vegas. Very smart. That was real smart. Yeah, I always thought New Jersey was kind of dumb for that, but they did it. And okay, why are you giving me a hard? Don't give me a hard time, please. Thank you. Um, all I want to do, all I want to do. Come on, come on. I just need to make sure this is good. Just fold for me, fold for me, fold for me. I'm trying to fold the wires to mold to the cabochon. That way I know I have the right amount of wire and that the size works. Yeah, okay, this looks like it's good. Right about there. It's a little too much wire on one end, but let me try this again. But yeah, this is the general idea. You kind of mold the wire to the shape of what you're wrapping, which is what I'm trying to do now. Trying to keep an equal amount of wire on each side. It might not happen that way, but just to have a general idea. So you have something like this, and this kind of will fit. And then, yeah, but Atlantic City is making a comeback because there's always the boardwalk, there's always the beach. You can use Atlantic City as a jump off point to go to other places in South Jersey, to visit and do the tourist stuff. So there's always, thank God, at least they have that, and they're bounce. I heard the last I heard they were starting to bounce back or was bouncing back. So okay, so basically this was not in the tutorial, folks. I'm just at this point I'm making things up as I go along. um, However, I can now adjust the wire. So I'm basically making a cage to fit this thing in. Okay. All right. So it needs to be a little bit smaller. That is the beauty of wire. You can move it around. You can twist it, turn it. Okay. So I'm just gonna do it part way. So yeah, and again, I think George is going to be next. I really think George is going to be the next one to find him guilty. Um, I don't know about Florida though. That case in Florida with him keeping all those documents. Oh my God! When I saw the pictures, I blew my mind. Um, I don't know about that one because the judge in that particular case is a friend of his or was nominated by him, something to that effect. Um, so I don't know how that case is going to go, and that's sad. The sad thing is that's the worst of the three cases. That's the worst of them. Withholding classified, taking classified documents out of the White House, and that's the one where he's got the judge who's a friend. Go figure. Anyhow, oops, it's getting tangled. Go away. Um, okay, so let me try. I watched this tutorial twice, and come on. Okay, so I'm gonna twist you a little bit. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm really gonna have a fit. um, because this is what the tutorial said was supposed to work. So, and I really should be using my pliers, but sometimes I just get my hands in it, and I'm like, no. Okay. All right. So yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Diddy did it. Um, the Bishop of Bling is still in jail uh, until I think July 1st is his sentencing. No, I take that back. They actually moved that up. Um, it was supposed to be July 1st, and they actually changed the sentencing date. That's the update. I think it's going to be this month. He's going to be sentenced. Um, I don't remember the day. I heard the date, but I don't remember it exactly. But okay, so it's gonna be something like this, I guess. Let me do the back. So yeah, the Bishop of Bling is gonna be sentenced sooner rather than later. Um, okay. What the hell? Okay. Getting frustrated. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah. um Come on. All right. So I'm trying to make a little cage is basically what I'm trying to do. And in the tutorial that I watched, that's pretty much what they think. Oh, the Bishop of Public Juice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew it was sometime this month. Um, so yeah, that you're probably right. The 17th sounds about right. I'm sure Pam, the law intellect, she might be there for that. She was there when they she was there when they took him away. That was probably like the live of the week. What am I gonna do? I'm going to use my tools, and I'm going to adjust the back. So when I do, and I'm basically just trying to make a cage, so I can slip this bad boy in. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be another funky one, y'all, because this does not look anything like the tutorial. um, alright, let's see. How are we doing so far? Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in. Get in. Get in. One. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, bend. I'm going to bend this. Like that. And then I'm going to. No, no, no. Get in there. Whoop. While I fight with this. Get in. Oh, wait. Let me make sure it's not upside down. All right. There we go. I would hate to fight with all this wire and then find out that the pendant's in upside down. I would be very upset. Um, then there's I'm trying to make sense of this thing called the beef sector. Ooh, sorry. Um, there's a I'm still bending wire, folks. Um, okay. I'll do one more and try and lift it over the top. This beef sector thing, I don't know whether to chuckle at it all or feel bad for people or what. Um, ooh, sorry. I'm trying not to hit the camera. Um, okay, yep, this is gonna be another funky one, y'all. Sorry. Um, I'm just bending the wires to complete the cage. And there's this big thing. Now I think I talked about this guy before. His name is Vincent Terrell Hill. I think that's how he goes by, his name is. And he used to how can I put this? He had some kind of relationship with Larry. And okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got a little cage going. Okay. So this is holding up the back. And then I have this at the front. This is a mess, but it's holding. So I'm trying to bend these wires so that the front's a mess. Um, I can't really do too much about that right now, but I'm just trying to get the sides a little more secure. So Vincent came out with this video a couple months ago, which was quite salacious, for lack of a better word. Come on, don't move. Get under there. And um, he has since started something called soul healing. I have no idea what that's about. Um, I did watch one or two episodes. Um, come on, bend. Thank you. And it's kind of interesting, but it still doesn't really make sense to me. So I I'm going to reserve judgment. Oh, stop it! Come on, come on. This is not supposed to be this difficult, guys. Okay. All right. Let me look at the back. The back is still holding up. Thank God. Pull this in a little bit. Okay. And then I'm gonna bend the back a little bit. Okay. So the back is kind of set. Now the front looks a hot mess. That's the front, y'all. Looks a hot mess. The back is actually that's kind of how it's supposed to look in the back. Now somehow I have to twist all of this and make it nice and neat so I can make a bell. Yeah, okay. Um, so oh, give my hands a break. So yeah, Vincent Terrell Hill. I've watched two episodes and still not quite making sense to me what he's trying to achieve. But he is inadvertently part of this uh beef sector thing because now Larry is not happy about it, and Larry Reed has this I don't know whether to call him a friend or a PR person. I think I talked about him before. Yeah, I did talk about him before. Conscious TV, and Conscious TV's just gone off the rails. Um, he was on the other day talking about another person who's actually, I think he's suing him, and he started talking about um how his God is more powerful than ours, and us praying for this person's not going to work because it was just weird. And then the man had the nerve to call himself a Christian. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, but that's very odd. Um, and then of course there are other people who are kind of taking sides, and it's just very this whole beef sector thing is very strange. And then you have Abba and Preach versus Heckle and Jekyll. Heckle and Jekyll are now begging for supporters. They're begging for people to subscribe because they're not on you. They're not really on YouTube anymore because they did something stupid a few months ago and they got demonetized. So they are now on, I think it's Rumble, but getting the they're not getting the money, the income that they used to get when they were part of the YouTube partner network because they were getting all kinds of money and they're not getting that anymore. Rumble is not as large as YouTube. They don't have the advertising um power that YouTube has. So they're not earning that much. They really are depending on people to subscribe, like a Patreon situation. So that's what they're depending on. So they're not making that kind of money anymore. So they, of course, are now saying that they may have to stop, they may have to shut down, they're not getting enough people to support them. I just realized what I did wrong. Ah, these pieces of wire were supposed to ah, they were supposed to go around these wires before I started folding them. Ah, and of course, I skipped that step. No wonder I was having so much trouble. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I do not call my Beat and Chat episodes tutorials because there are times where I miss a step or I forget something, and I don't want anyone to try and follow what I do because I completely forgot a whole step. No wonder it wasn't separating properly. Okay. Oh my God. Well, I mean, I'm at the point where at this point, there's no point in me even trying to take this back apart again. I'm not going to. It's going to be how it's going to be. So, anyway, so yeah, Heckle and Jekyll, like, begging for supporters. They're getting upset that they're not, they don't have the subscribers that they used to have on YouTube, but they did that to themselves. So, it remains to be seen how much longer Heckle and Jekyll will be around. We shall see what happens. Um, but I love I've been preached. That's another channel I follow because they talk about anything and everything. But they had the biggest beef, as they call it, with Heckle and Jekyll. A couple of years ago, Heckle and Jekyll they had someone send out copyright strikes on a bunch of different channels that they didn't agree with. Either the person said something or they posted something they didn't like, so they just hit a whole bunch of people with copyright strikes, and all the copyright strikes ended up getting reversed because it was like a mass thing they did. They sent out, like, I forgot how many copyright strikes, and YouTube was like, okay, y'all are overdoing it. If you do it again, you're gonna have a problem. So they can't do that on Rumble. So yeah, so it remains to be seen what happens with Heckle and Jekyll. Uh, let's see, who else have I not talked about lately? Um, hmm, should I talk about that? Or should I wait? I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I'm working on a episode of It Happened One Night. It's not Tiffany. Um, but I have it in my head. I just have to put it in Canva. But I'm definitely going to be talking about uh these so-called prophets and the prophets behind the prophets. So that's definitely coming up. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I skipped this whole step. Um So yeah, that's something to look out for. Um, let's see. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Ah, shoot, slipped right out. Slipped out of the cage. Okay, let's put it back in the cage. Um, let's see. Oh crap. One. Oh, I see what happened. This thing. Whoa! It completely bent. Oh, okay, got it. All right, one, two. There we go. Okay, got it. Got it back. Got it back. Perfect. So, let's see what else is going on. Some new channels you guys need to check out. St. James Show. Uh, oh, he talks about and as oh my God, no, you did not just fall apart on me. Oh jeez, I have had the most frustrating week, and the pendant just fell out. Where did it go? Bear with me a second, guys. I just lost it. The cabochon just fell, and I can't find it. Ugh, I don't believe this. Oh, bear with me a second, guys. I've had the most frustrating week this week, and this is not helping. Oh my goodness. Okay, so since the whole thing just fell apart, I can't believe it did that. I was just getting to the good part of it. So since it all fell apart, what I'm going to do is loosen these wires back up. So I went to have chemo this week, and I'm so disgusted right now. Had chemo this week, and I was supposed to see the doctor after my treatment, just to get an exam. So I go to the doctor's office. They asked me to come early, so I go early, and not only were they not ready for me, I waited almost an hour, and then they told me, "Oh, go have your chemo and then come back." Like, okay. Oh, excuse me. So I go have my chemo. I go back to the doctor's office for the exam. They had me sitting in the exam room for almost an hour. Actually, it was about an hour. I was so angry, and they never saw me. I was so heated, it was not funny. So I go home. I told them to reschedule me. I walked out, and I never walk out of a doctor's office. But I couldn't do it. I was getting ready to just smack somebody. So I walk out of the doctor's office. They rescheduled me. Then they wanted me to I'm trying to straighten this wire out instead of recutting. Um then they wanted me to have another CAT scan. I had just had an MRI in April. So I don't know why they wanted me to do the CAT scan so soon. I said, "All right, fine, whatever." So they're getting ready to book me for the CAT scan, and then I get a message saying, "Oh, you know what? We discussed your plan of care," because I had questioned it. I said, "Hey, listen, my blood test is actually improving. Why do I need a CAT scan so soon?" And they got back to me and said, "Yeah, the doctor said you're right. You don't need a CAT scan this soon. Just come in for the exam." I was so annoyed. I mean, this week was crazy, and this is not helping. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do this, do the part that I skipped, and I'm going to wrap these wires together, because that's what I was supposed to do, and oops, so sorry. That's what I was supposed to do, and I didn't do. So I'm gonna wrap. I'm just gonna use my hands. Oh goodness, goodness. So, yeah. that was my weekend review. And I'm going to just gonna wrap these. I will clean them up and then I'm going to wrap the other side. Please don't follow what I'm doing. This is not a proper bead tutorial. I am literally just trying to figure this thing out. And I am certainly not following the tutorial correctly. So please don't, don't, whoops, don't think that this is right. It absolutely is not. Okay, so all right. So now that I've wrapped these together like I was supposed to in the first place, I should be able to cage my cabochon. And once I do that, reform. Okay, I'm going to reform. Reform it. Okay. And then okay. Oop. Oh, why? Don't fight with me so much. Good God Almighty. Okay. Yeah, this is what I get for not properly measuring. I'm just gonna move this side up a little bit. My mother's aide is trying to explain to my mother that it's nighttime, that it's bedtime, and my mother keeps saying she wants to go. She keeps saying that she wants to go out. And I'm like, welcome to my world. Yep. Uh-huh. I used to deal with this all the time. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So let's rewrap. She's trying to tell her to go to bed. Yeah, I've already tried that, darling. Okay. And then I'm going to twist. The neuropathy is actually getting better. My feet are, believe it or not, my feet are improving. So I'm very happy about that. Um, okay, there we go. All right, that's a little bit better. And I'm going to redo the back. Try and set up the cage like I was setting up before. Come on, and work with me. Work with me. I don't need all of you. I just need one. Yeah, there we go. Um, and flip this to the front. Flip this to the front. Trying to think, what else do we need to talk about this week? Um, okay. Oh, I hope they don't get into a fight. I really hope they don't get into a fight. I don't want to have to intercede. Oh my goodness. Okay, this. Okay. Yeah, I may actually have to jump off. I think they're getting into it real bad. But anyway, this is this is what I have so far. I've rewrapped it. I've recaged the back. It looks like it's gonna hold up. Um, I think it's gonna hold up a little bit better. I'm gonna work on this during the week. Oh boy, I'm gonna work on this during the week. Oh my god, and make some more adjustments. But I think we got it to where it will hold up. I'm gonna have to bend some more of the wire around, but the back looks like it's gonna be okay, and I'll have to work on the front. But I'm just gonna leave that there. So yeah, stay tuned. That's all I can tell y'all. V, thank you for popping in. Let me go make sure these two are not killing each other. And I will post pics on the community page. And I will let the lovely Inspire know that her comb is set up. Um, and I'm still working on the Japanese braiding. I'm still working on that project as well. So I'm trying to keep as busy as I can, folks. I appreciate all of you stopping by, especially in the replay. Likes are free. Questions are always welcome. Subscribers are always appreciated. And next time, I also want to do a. I think I'm going to do a mini unboxing. I got some new stuff and I'm going to show it off. But in the mean, oh my God, they're arguing. Okay, let me jump off of here and make sure they don't kill each other. But I will catch up with y'all next time. Hopefully, it will be next Saturday. I'm trying to get back into a regular schedule, and we'll go from there. Thank you again. Um, and I will catch you all on the next one. And I'm sure I'll catch some of you on It Happened One Night. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And oh God, let me go see what they're doing. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good week, guys.